Good afternoon. Alright, we have a little bit of a booty workout coming up for you. Nice and simple side lying legs and some tips to help with it. So first of all, when you lie on your side, right, just bring your knees forward to begin with, and I'm going to change them. But you want to look at what your belly does, right? Because it will just, in this position, hang out. So stick a finger in it, breathe in, you'll feel it fall down to the floor, and then your exhale, it kind of pulls up to the waist. So it goes, drops down, hangs out, and then comes up. Yeah, ladies, get your boob out the way and turn your ribs a bit, because you'll just lie on your side a lot better. So the zip up of the belly goes here, but a long body line, not always easy to do when you're side lying, okay? Now when we lift up through the side, don't overdo it. Think more of the top hip reaching away, which will lift up the bottom, okay? So we want long waistline, even waistline both sides. If this is uncomfy on your hip, you could put a towel there, by the way. So there's a small gap underneath. Now, the knees are going to move back, the feet are a wee bit behind you. Now, there's places you can put your hand, and I'll show you those as we go along. So, hand on hip, hand on lower back, or hand on belly. So what happens is the top knee opens, the feet stay together, you don't roll your body back, and the knee comes back down. So that's it, you just open. So this is your typical clam, but I've taken your leg a little bit further away from you, okay? If I show you that from that other side, this is where you kind of want to get the feeling going on. So here's my long spine, my belly is lifted, hip reaching away. So as my foot opens, okay, where my hand is, that's kind of the feeling that I want around where my fingers are. So feel free to feel your bum, all right? There's no need to over squeeze your bottom. You don't need to clench and tuck under. You'll see the difference in how I look there. This is the deeper muscles of the hip joint that we're aiming to get, not the big outside booty ones. Right. Okay, so coming back to the side that I was on, you might have done about 20 reps by the time I finish this side. Keep going. Long leg line. Find your length, find your stability, find the reach, keep the core in. Now you could push your foot down into the other foot. It changes it. It may work for you, it may not. Okay, I want you to try it, see if it does work. Now we lift up, knee drops down, knee goes up, tap foot, knee to knee, toe to toe. Again, your pelvis wants to be quiet and still, which means that you need to keep your abdominals on. That's what's going to help you keep still. Head reaches long, top waistline space, a little bit of a gap underneath. Good move for internal exrotation of the hip, because that often gets a bit sticky. And then we're going to really get that booty working. So the leg goes stretched, reach it, and I'm only going to take it into circles. So the leg, not the body rocking. So the leg goes back and forward. Now if you feel a bit more unstable here, please put your hand on the ground in front of you, but try not to put too much weight on your arm. Your leg goes back, it's the muscles underneath where your pant is. If you lift your leg too high, you'll see how my waist got, my pelvis moved and my waist got thin. So I want to again keep the top waistline long. Circle the leg only as much as your body stays quiet as you can get it. Okay, there's a lot to take in, but if you get these moves, they're really, really good for the hip joint. We can add play and movement into it, but we start with isolating a little bit, and then we can add more in. Get that leg behind you, will open up your hip a little bit more, and hopefully you got a little bit of a butt work. So we are going to flip it to the other side, so we can talk you through it all again. Do a sexy twirl. Lie on the hip. Again, put a towel underneath it if need be. Get your boob and your ribs out the way. Okay, get the abdominals going on. Lengthen through the hip, knees away from you, not into a 90-90. It's a different variation. This is just one I'm choosing today. Hip line long as the knee opens and down. Again, remember that push down of the foot to the foot. That does actually help me connect, but I know some people it doesn't. So we always have to try things and see what works. I hope for some reason my eye watered then. It's very strange. So hand on the hip, hand on the back, hand in the front, knee to knee, toe to toe. Now I started thinking of other things here to say to you, and my leg completely forgot what it was doing, to be honest with you, which was quite amusing in my own mind. My left leg is my one that does not always concentrate so well. So just there I was like long, and then my leg went duh. That's it. So it's okay. It's what happens, and it teaches us something. Now into the circle. So again, find the length, readjust. Leg goes behind. Please, sorry, I should have said the other side. Pop a pillow underneath your head if this feels too strained. Depends on how many pillows possibly you might need to sleep with. You may need one, just so you don't have your head falling off too much. leg circles around. You will typically feel different one side to the other. Just notice it. It will tell you something about your body and your typical way you stand. Once you've done 6 circles, then turn it the other way. Now come onto your back. Knees are coming in towards you. We're going to do a little bit of rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Bad of balance, so I get a back stretch. And I am purposely letting my legs fling. Now what I'm going to do is come up onto one leg. So the glute work we've just done will come into this move. So it rolls, it comes up. I use my hands a little bit to try to balance. If you know a pistol squat, it's the bottom of a pistol squat. I cannot do pistol squats. Shh, don't tell anyone. Watch. Watch what happens when I don't do it without my hands. It's quite funny. Maybe in the next rep. Come on, Lisa, you can. Yeah, no, I can't. It's my calves, my tightness. It's just not my move, which is why I practice this. I use a bit of momentum to try my left leg. As you can see, is not so clever as my right. And that's certain histories. So what I do is I use my fingers to help me, okay? Just a light touch on my hand, because it gives me some push into the hip that I've just woken up. So this is where we integrate it into a little move that's a bit of fun, gives you spine massage. Stretch it out, nicely done. Bit of butt work, bit of stomach work. Thanks for joining me, and ready? See you soon.